and get himself back in the game.
Well, one thing to point out is in winner's bracket, Marshall did go Diddy Kong the entire time, but it looks like he's going to test the waters with his Sheik right now.
Yeah, I mean, he did really well against Dro with it in almost every situation. So,
well, I wouldn't say every situation. I mean, he did lose 2 games with it, you know. Oh, no, wait, no, he did lose 2 games.
He lost 2 games with it, but I mean, when I say every situation, I mean, it seemed like he had answers.
Yeah,
like, he never seemed outclassed from it.
I'd agree.
It was even, but it never seemed like he was without ability to bring it back or to do good things with it. So, ooh. A little bit of a flub there for Marshall. I don't know why you down air back onto that stage. I mean, I know he loves it with Diddy.
A whole year ago is when he tried to pick up Sheik for the first time, right after the Diddy nerfs. And he was doing weird YOLO down airs on me. I'm like, why do you like doing that? He's like, yo, it's so good because no one sees it coming and they think they can punish it.
That's not how Marshall sounds, for the record.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just Big Rig doing a very bad impression of Marshall.
I'm okay if I can't do that.
Shout outs to 2 Chains in the chat. Thank you for joining us, buddy. You just missed Kmaru finishing 4th.
Yep.
And now we have Marshall putting the pressure on ZenPB here, keeping stage control almost this entire first stock.
Yeah, ZenPB hasn't really found an answer to defensive needles. And if he wants to win this game, he's going to have to find it.
A little bit of dash dancing there from Marshall.
Pivot dancing, I call it, because that's not true dash dancing.
Yeah, that is one thing, though. Oh, great smash DI there from Marshall to get out of that.
That's a good job.
Oh, he needs to not go with these forward smashes, though.
Oh, Marshall's laughing at that one off.
Yeah.
That was the scrubbiest of rolls into a forward smash.
Yeah, that was for glory roll. Shout out to all the Wi-Fi warriors out there.
Looking at you, Pow Pow. He's evolved. Oh, yep. I don't agree with him going for all these raw up Bs on the ground.
These vanishes are not really serving him well.
Yeah, I've seen him get what, maybe like 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah, I mean, there's a random one, but it's still not. I mean, not optimal. So Marshall doing. I mean, that's Marshall though. In a nutshell, is doing things that are strangely not optimal and having it work for him. Good use of that bouncing fish there defensively to confuse ZenPB. Now, as you mentioned earlier, because ZenPB hasn't really found an answer to these defensive needles, that's because of how ZenPB plays. The man sticks to the ground an awful lot.
He does.
He will do dash in, roll back, dash in, roll back, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. He relies on dash attack because dash attack has a really good follow-up into up air, which you can't really do against Sheik too often unless you get a hard, like a very good punish, which, again, is also hard due to the frame data of Sheik.
Yep, he also likes to work his dash grab as well.
That's true, yes. So anything involving that. There it is. Missed one is going to result in, a couple hits there. It's all these little baby hits that Sheik relies on to rack up damage, and then before you know it, you're at 140%.
Great DI from Marshall to get away from that up B. Going to the platform, knowing that he was going to be safe there. Great little micro interaction there, showing off that Marshall knows how to DI away from those short setups into up B from MetaKnight.
I think that might be a something that ZenPB relies on is he thinks they can get more shell loops than he can, because a lot of people at the lower levels of bracket, they can't really DI as well as some once you get to top 8, people are going to be able to recognize
another
the situation.
unsafe option here. Oh, but ZenPB.
Wow. Oh, he just nonchalantly double jumped over him and threw out a forward smash. That's one of those. That's like the one move where you can almost always get a forward smash off on a Sheik is when she's going through her rapid jab.
Now I wonder if the space caused by the rapid jab pushing MetaKnight or when MetaKnight shield pushed Sheik away from him.
Yep.
MetaKnight might not have been able to in range for his forward smash because again he does kind of utilize a toothpick for a sword. But man, that was just double jump to.
It looked silly.
Yeah,
it looked very silly.
It's a forward smash, true combo.
Well, here we go.
Going to Dreamland. I think Marshall, this is a good pick from him. MetaKnight kills him off the top a lot, but
he's been avoiding those shadow loops.
Marshall's been dodging it in every. He got killed by 2 forward smashes.
Exactly.
So using the slightly wider horizontal blast zones here could be to his advantage, and Sheik loves to kill off the top.
He could have bouncing fished right there. That was a bouncing fish opportunity.
There's another bouncing fish opportunity actually. Good back air to dash attack there. Oh, pineapple! Oh, now that's something if he was Diddy, he would have died.
Yeah.
So shout outs to him being Sheik. There's a good bouncing fish. All right, Marshall. I see you. I see you.
Throwing out that grenade again.
Now, that was relatively safe, though, because, I mean,
well spaced.
Yeah, he was far enough away. He was a half stage away, pretty much not able to get punished in that situation.
All right. Look at Marshall. He's unwilling to approach at this moment in time.
There's no reason for him to.
Exactly.
He's only got 18%, you know, and because his defensive needles are going to stop everything that MetaKnight is trying to do, there's no reason for him to approach. And now this
I don't know.
He's going hard on these reads.
Yeah, I think he expected like a quicker roll up than what exactly happened there.
He is going for the hardest of reads in this situation. Oh, and Wispy! Shout out to Wispy Woods for blowing him off the stage there.
Yeah,
saving him from another double jump to forward smash.
Oh, that's so cute. Marshall finally got his first offensive bouncing fish off. Good.
And there's a good air dodge read though.
Yeah, that was well done.
That was less hard and more of what Sheik is supposed to be doing here. Oh, very close to a shield break there.
Yeah, MetaKnight's Rapid Jab is surprisingly harder to punish than Sheik's. Like, right afterwards. Ooh, man, he hasn't gotten any up air strings on Marshall all set. You know, that's something that...
shout out to the Tinder combo, swiping right, saying yes, yes.
No, yes, after that. But Zen, like, is really good at getting those up air strings on people, but Marshall's been really elusive today, I guess.
I mean, that's Marshall's. That's Marshall's MO is him being amazingly crisp in his movement
options. Yes.
Oh, it gets the Randy up smash there.
Well, I think actually what happened is Marshall was in the air, he landed, and before the air dodge finished, he was able to get that up smash off because it was the very tip. So immediately the hitbox comes out, and there's nothing you can do there.
All right, Marshall,
you throw off an air dodge.
Matching it up here,
1-1.
We are going into game 3, all tied. Might as well have not even played the first 2 games.
Hey, chat threw up at least one MuK.LyFe.
Appreciate that, chat. Yeah. We mucking, we lifing. Yep. We MuK.LyFe. Grand Finals on Town and City. I like this pick from MetaKnight here. Like a lot like Dreamland, except the horizontal blast zones are much smaller. So
especially up the
top. Is going to be able to get multiple kills in either direction here. Uh-oh.
Now, are the side blast zones less than Smashville?
That I do not know.
Because I know the ceiling is definitely lower.
But yeah, the ceiling is lower, and the horizontal is closer than Dreamland.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good to know.
Ooh. Yeah, Marshall's DI on these up air is just superb right now, and ZenPB has not really found an option to keep him in there. Now, I'm wondering if he could maybe fast fall to up air after Marshall DIs.
I think he just trained his brain to up air in a certain way and react in a certain way that, I don't know. Marshall's been able to get out of there like immediately after maybe 1 or 2 up airs. So, I don't know. ZenPB's definitely going to have to adjust to get more guaranteed up airs. Ooh.
Oh, ZenPB doing a good job retaking stage control there by double jumping and going with a down air, some option that he has not utilized this entire set.
I think that was a situation where Marshall could have been a bit more aggressive. He just kind of stood there, was a bit more patient. Maybe that's something he needs to learn is offensive offstage game.
Jabs and forward tilts clashing there almost 3 times in a row.
It's like Dragon Ball Z right now in there.
Shoutouts to DBZ for influencing so many commentators, including ourselves. Great weight there. Knows that that ZenPB is going to land on the platform and waits for it.
A shuttle loop trade? Wow, look at that.
There's something you don't see every day.
No. Especially with the second hit. All right. Man, Zen's like, man, how am I going to approach Sheik? I don't know what to do.
He has no answers for how to approach right now. The way he is getting in and getting approaches is waiting for Marshall to get impatient and come in on him and put pressure. And that's when ZenPB is taking advantage.
Speaking of pressure, did you see how much shield pressure Marshall put on him
that was
just a moment
incredible.
ago?
Zen kind of panic up smash there, hoping for the kill. And Marshall's like, all right, your up smash, not as good as mine.
Wow. Marshall is just a wall right now. You can't get past him. Oop. I may have spoke too soon. Oh.
No, he's Sheik. He's coming back. Oh, but no tech.
Yeah. Very good edge guard there by ZenPB. I'm never, ever going to say, man, that wasn't techable because no one knows. I don't think anyone's figured it out. I mean, there's a formula, but it's really hard to see with the human eye at 100% speed.
I mean, basically, the rule of thumb is that when you're in hit lag, you cannot tech, but when you're in hit stun, you can. And I don't believe that he was in hit lag there. He probably could have teched it, but that was a tough one because it had multiple hits on it.
It's from the human eye, it's very hard to identify, in my opinion.
And Marshall just putting on a lot of pressure, but ZenPB actually dodging it a little bit better than he was in Stock 1. However, not able to retaliate with any sort of offense.
Oh. Needles, more needles. Oof.
Wow, ZenPB kind of panic rolling a little bit here. He's using a lot more rolls than we're used to seeing from Zen.
And that's very dangerous because Marshall's good at reading rolls. So, I didn't read that one.
Ooh. And he ran out of room on that platform to try and get the follow-up. Had he been on the ground, that might have worked.
Man, running up smash is so good.
Yeah, coming from a Pikachu, man.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, man, he got the dash attack set up, but I don't know. I don't know why Zen can't follow up right now.
And the shout-outs to the low ceilings on Town and City. ZenPB's counter pick not working in his favor there.
Yeah, that could have possibly been bad DI because I didn't see any red flashes come out, you know? Maybe he was holding, I don't know. I think when you're going upwards, left or right's the best option for vectoring / DI.
All right, we're going to game 4 here. And then it is going to be Zen's counter pick once again. Zen changing over to Lucas, something that he said that he was going to do if he lost with MetaKnight. I'm not sure I like this pick, though.
It worked for him well in doubles today. Whenever he switched to Lucas in that bracket, the team started to do a bit better, you know? What's Marshall looking for?
Well, it's ZenPB's counter pick because he just lost.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, true. No, he's looking for his bans. He's trying to figure that out. All right.
So we're going to FD, though. Game 4 going to be on Final Destination.
Palutena Temple style.
Much better, in my opinion.
Yeah,
no distracting backgrounds.
It's nice and bright as well.
Now, what you're going to look for from Lucas here is a lot of nair-to-nair combos. That's something that Lucas can do really, really well and put damage on. But when he goes for the super Randy up smash there, and Marshall's just like, you know what? I'm just going to take some time to appreciate that you tried that on me by retreating to the other side of the stage. Swiping left, though, with that Tinder combo is Marshall, putting on a lot of damage here on Zen after a relatively good start from Lucas.
All right. Oh, Marshall has edge control, but wasn't able to follow up with
that tether is going to be a really useful option here for Zen. Recovering onto the edge is going to enable him to not have to. Oh, and great DI there from Marshall. Marshall's DI has been absolutely 100% perfect so far in this set.
Yeah.
In almost every situation.
I haven't seen anything where I'd identify as bad. You know, Marshall's been I don't know. He's been mashing on that control stick pretty well.
Yeah, he knows how to push buttons.
Yeah. Now, one thing, I think that Sheik right now is at sweet spot kill % on edge for sure. Ooh.
Oh, okay, not quite going to kill. Maybe a little bit more rage next time that'll happen, a little bit more %. Oh, and a great sweet spot there, and recovering with that tether. Again, keeping up the pressure by recovering much faster with the tether than he would with his up B.
I think Zen's going to need to try to kill with a sweet spot aerial as opposed to going for just a crazy smash attack. Yeah, because there's so much startup lag on all of Lucas's smash attacks. Uh-oh. Oh, he still has second jump.
Lucas will come back. Yeah. Lucas is redonkulously far in his recovery there, but he lands on the stage, not on the ledge, and that will be stock number 1. Oh, it reads!
Wow, that hitbox is so large. It goes all the way up to like
it's almost like the bridge, like his forehead or the bridge of his nose, of which Lucas almost has none. In referring to his nose.
Now, one good thing about FD for Marshall here is that he's going to be able to go. He's going to do that swipe right combos all the way across the stage. You know,
Tinder combo.
I'll call it Tinder, I guess.
Okay.
I'll call it Tinder combo. Okay, combo for now.
You know you want to.
I guess so.
It's the perfect name for it.
You know, there's nothing better at the moment.
You just swipe left, swipe left, swipe left.
Up tilt to up aerial is just so good for Sheik. I don't like it.
Oh, footstool.
Footstool.
Reset. Oh, my goodness.
Well done, Zen.
Wow,
well
Zen.
Done.
Good stuff. Unfortunately, Sheik was not at high enough %, but wow, that was very, very impressive by him. The man knows this character.
Ooh. Going off stage.
Zen's going to be able to recover here with his up B. Good sweet spot on the ledge this time, though.
It's one of the more difficult characters to to snap to ledge.
Of course,
Lucas, because he has a weird momentum at the end of his recovery.
Oh, and no punish on that whiff grab from Marshall. Tries to read the air dodge, but ZenPB just too far away.
Yeah. It's an uphill battle for Zen right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm
Marshall
not sure I like this counter pick
read.
either. FD is a really rough time. I mean, it's the same problems that he was having with MetaKnight.
Oh.
Oh, and he DIs and he lives. Yeah. But it's the same problems he was having with MetaKnight.
Oh.
And Marshall resets the bracket, sending Zen 2 losers.
Yeah, Zen was trying to challenge a Sheik off stage, and that's one of the things you don't want to do is challenge a Sheik off stage. But unless you think you can get that 2-frame ledge hit, not a good idea.
All right, we are approaching 8 o'clock here at the 42 Ale House. It's been a long tournament, but we are in the final set. Big Rig. What can we look for going forward here? Switching back to MetaKnight. MetaKnight v Sheik. What am I looking for here if I'm a viewer in this match?
If you're a viewer, what you want to be watching is at what moments does Sheik decide to go in hard. Try to identify like all the micro decisions that Marshall tries to make. When he decides, should I run away from the situation and reset to neutral, or is this a time where I can be combo heavy? For Zen, I don't know. He isn't able to follow up any of his stuff like he normally is against other characters. So maybe he figured that out. If not, he's going to have a bad time.
What I'd like to see from Zen, to go off your point here, is because unfortunately you weren't really sure of what Zen could do differently. Something that I think that he could actually utilize a lot better is because of MetaKnight's, even though they're a little bit slow, because of MetaKnight's multiple jumps, we could actually see him do some empty hops, like short hops, to try and approach a little bit. Dodge these needles, maybe bait out the needles, and then float above them and just move himself in because he needs to get close to Sheik.
Ooh,
oh my goodness, Marshall, and the
nice
taunt.
job utilizing. He wants to go to the.
He wanted the balloon,
but
you might have heard that in the background.
Yeah. It was a good job using the magic carpet there, and
and a footstool from Zen there, resetting it, and a taunt back, and he chooses the long taunt as well. Now that's something that Zen likes to do here, is that he likes to rapid jab near the edge, let himself fall off of the edge, and then immediately
go for the up B, go for that shuttle loop.
But Marshall's not falling for it.
Yeah. He'll hold shield. He knows what's up.
Ooh. Now this is actually a really similar situation to what we saw the last construct. Pow Pow 3-0'd Marshall in winners finals, and then Marshall reset the bracket on Pow Pow and ended up winning. As you mentioned before, Pow Pow taking a loss to Marshall, something that he's still kicking himself for. He knows that he could have won that one. Will ZenPB be in the same situation here, letting Marshall reset the bracket?
Yeah. As I said before, Marshall relies on data on his opponent, and once he gets that data, that looks cool.
That was kind of cool. That was swaggy.
Yeah. But once he gets that data on you, you're going to have to pray that you can adjust to his adjustments. That sounds really meta, but that's the name of the game, I guess.
That's how Smash Brothers is like you adjust to your opponent, and then your opponent adjusts to your adjustments.
Exactly.
And it keeps going back and forth that way. And if if the reposit adjustment is not made, it's completely the first person to make the correct assessment of what their opponent is doing that will take the advantage.
And right now, ZenPB hasn't really shown that he's been able to make much adjustments, specifically with his MetaKnight. Yeah. I mean, Marshall has got a footstool off on Marshall, but I mean, in the long run, Marshall's been getting all these little hits and then resetting to neutral and then getting more hits.
Goes with the swaggy runoff up B there again to try and catch Zen. Maybe ledge dropping or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the idea behind that was, because the hitbox was so far off stage, and Zen was recovering really low. So.
I mean, it's Marshall, so he probably just does it because it looks cool.
True.
Yeah, but as I mentioned before, what I'd really like to see from ZenPB here is short hops to get above these needles. He needs to be in the air more. Oh, and he almost gets the victory screen.
Wow.
Oh, and there it is. Gets both hits of it and confirms.
Are we playing Super Smash Brothers Brawl for the Nintendo Wii? Because that was a shuttle loop out of shield there.
Wow. All right. Seeing the instant replay over on the stream screen, that was a really, really unique option there from Zen that we haven't seen from him.
That used to be bread and butter back in 2008.
That was what stage?
That was Smashville, yeah, because they used the magic carpet a little while ago. Well, here we are. We're going back to Dreamland 64.
What Marshall won game 2.
Last set.
Correct. in set 1 of Grand Finals.
Wow,
Marshall
look at those
putting
follow-ups.
insane pressure here, just amazing reads on these follow-ups, just using everything that Sheik has in her arsenal to continue these strings.
Well, you got so many options while you're continuing a string with Sheik going across the stage. I mean, you could do an aerial, you could do an up tilt, and she has so many frame traps that there's not much that the opponent can do at that point.
Oh, Zen's got to be careful not to get pineappled. Gets the down throw into the up smash read. All right, that's a pretty
Is that
much,
guaranteed?
Yeah, that's guaranteed at lower
good
percents. To know. That's why you saw it a little bit earlier in set 1 when he tried to do it on a platform.
But he
ran out of room.
Stopped him. From going any further.
Oh, and I don't know, maybe the hardest read of the century there for like a runoff.
I wouldn't call it raw, but I would call that undercooked for sure. You know.
Yeah, that's how some people like their steak. That was.
That was medium rare. Ooh. And Zen has been having a lot of trouble with coming back to stage because Marshall's been covering like a lot of his options, you know?
Yeah, Marshall's, again, been entirely just owning stage control for almost the entire set.
Ooh, I'm surprised that didn't hit. ZenPB threw out a what audibly, and I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, that was a really surprising miss there from Marshall. Almost everyone.
Or I'm talking about that forward smash.
Oh,
he had a big old swing and a miss, and it looked like the character model of Sheik should have been hit, but to no avail, I guess. Oh, again, it looks very similar to that.
The trying to guess the get up. Oh, but he DIs away from that up B. Again, Marshall does.
If you hit it with a certain shuttle loop.
Oh,
wow, just like that.
Yep, guaranteed.
I think if you hit it
and another time. These guys are going at it right now.
They're just having fun. Let them have their fun. Can they hear us? Oh, they can hear us. Marshall called us out there. But I think if you hit with the center of the sword on the shuttle loop, there's not much you can do in the sense of DIing to get out of that.
No, yeah, that's exactly what is happening there, is that when Marshall is able to get away from it, it's because he's not hitting direct center with those.
So I don't know if we can attribute everything to DI, because I think some of them might have just been bad hits, you know, on ZenPB's side. All right. Ooh. Marshall just called out, try to air dodge me, see what happens.
Yeah, these guys are talking to each other. Like, this is not a silent set. These guys are going at it. They are working the mic. Marshall, more or less the face in this situation. ZenPB a little bit more of the heel.
I'd agree. I'd agree 100% there.
And goes for the ledge trump there, but ZenPB doing a good job buffering that roll get up.
Ooh. Oh, whiffed grab, up tilt, forward tilt.
Oh, and he gets and his tech!
All right, decent tech there. Ooh, I think he wanted to go for an up B kill. It looked like he just wanted it.
At 180. Marshall needs to get this kill right now for something.
Up tilt.
Not quite going to kill. Goes for the up air. Doesn't get that either. Uh-oh, Marshall's starting to fish a little bit. He's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. Marshall doesn't get frustrated. God.
There it is. That's
that
the
could
punish.
be kill.
Oh, and he falls back to the ledge.
Yeah, he had to do a little bit of a dash before he could get that forward smash off.
There it is. Finally gets it at 196.
Ooh, he's dancing.
So that is not the highest percent of the day so far. I actually got to 226 against Inui as Falco.
Wow.
So
come on, guys. Kill. Do the kill thing.
Yeah, you know, you can build percent as much as you want, but this game, as Bobby Scar says, is about taking stocks.
Oh, wow.
And Marshall has not had an easy time doing that in this game.
But he's done a really good job of racking up damage. 58% in, you know, under 20 seconds.
Yep, and rising. Oh, and he gets the air dodge read with the neutral air.
ZenPB, I mean, specifically MetaKnight's neutral air is really good, especially off stage. I want to be seeing that a bit more from Zen.
Like I said, that's the short hop approach that I want to see from Zen. Oh, and he reads the ledge get up, gets the forward smash, and ZenPB goes up 2-0 in this second set of Grand Finals. What, you think we'll see possibly a switch to Diddy here? I mean, he did, once it was Game 5, he switched back to Diddy, so this is, you know, do or die.
Yeah.
He pretty much dominated ZenPB as.
What did he do in Winners again? What character did he play as Winners?
Sheik in 4 games. And
I thought he busted out the Diddy.
No, he should.
In Winners bracket before this. Okay, well, I guess he's going to live and die by Sheik today. He wants to prove that to himself that it's going to be viable for him in the future, I guess.
I'm really surprised we didn't see him go to Smashville here because he didn't win on it in Game 1.
I don't know.
Therefore doesn't invoke Dave's stupid rule.
I don't know. It's like they say, even if you lose on a stage, if it's the best stage you have at your disposal, you should still go to it. Because this is a very good stage for Marshall to be able to use for the with the platforms. MetaKnight's not going to be able to kill him off the top very easily. I think that this is the correct stage pick. What's Marshall saying over there? He's being very vocal.
Don't worry about it. Don't listen to Marshall.
He's being very vocal.
Marshall doing another good job DIing out of these up air combos. He hasn't actually gotten like the true victory screen combo. He's only gotten sort of like Randy shuttle loops off of like shield dropping or out of shield options.
Ooh. All right. Here. A lot more sitting on ledge again. MetaKnight's actually also just a character that's very hard to challenge off stage because shuttle loop kind of goes, just kind of pummels through everything,
And also, difficult to challenge because he can wait till the last jump of his entire thing to change his momentum to go towards the stage as well. And he has the side B, neutral B, down B, every option that you could think of for getting back to the stage. So it's really difficult to edgeguard MetaKnight.
Yeah. Oh, he wanted it.
Okay, good adjustment there from ZenPB. Speaking of adjustments, ZenPB has done a super good job in this set, making fantastic adjustments to everything that Marshall's been doing.
And it's just the little things in these sets that both players do that give them the advantage over the other. They change up one thing and boom, they're at the advantage. The other,
Did you see that ledge cancel that he just
did.
had?
I did actually.
Fantastic.
I was going to comment on that.
Oh, and there goes Sheik off the top.
About time.
Marshall not happy about it, yelling, saying what at the screen, sounding like Stone Cold Steve
Austin
there.
I mean, Zen also has 112% of rage. That's something that a lot of people forget, That's very, it's a big factor in the knockback calculation.
Marshall has been suffering from Sheik's biggest weakness, and that's her inability to kill people at higher percents. That has been crushing Marshall's ability to maintain momentum here. He's building percent, but not getting these KOs. Yeah, good jump. There's no reason. There's no reason for ZenPB not to ever not jump away.
Yeah.
I said not too many times there.
That's fine. No double negatives.
Don't use no double negatives. Anyway, we're back to the match.
I was going to do like a quadruple, but that'd take my focus away.
Ooh. All right, down throw to
guaranteed.
Up smash.
There it is.
Always guaranteed at low. I think it maxes out at like 45. Oh, and he gets him through the stage, but not quite enough.
That was a little baby poke. Okay. Yeah,
right,
Marshall's sitting back.
Yeah, no reason for him to approach right now.
Except for the fact that he's behind. That's kind of a reason for him to approach.
When I say no reason, I guess in that particular situation when Zen has the stage control.
Yeah,
force Zen into a poor situation before he does that with the needles.
Ooh, up tilt. Are we going to see another up tilt kill? Because that's silly.
That's all that Marshall really has.
Yeah.
In this situation, he doesn't have any kill setups off throws.
Or if he can get a better hard read. Like Marshall thrives off.
That's actually what ZenPB has really changed from his game here. Is he has not been letting himself get hard read. Speaking of reads, knowing that he's going to land on stage, ZenPB taking it 3-0 in the second set of Grand Finals over his deepest rival of the day, ZenPB. Pao not here today, so ZenPB, his largest challenge, not able to overcome it. ZenPB doing fantastic work in the second set of Grand Finals and taking it. So